And that's why tree stars change color before the cold times.
Wow, that was a great one, Grandpa. Yes, tell us another story so we can listen to it. Yes.
Oh, all right. Now, let's see. Oh, I know. Once many cold times ago, there was a young longneck named Star Watcher. Every night, he climbed to the top of a hill to look at the sky stars. But one night, the sky stars decided to come down out of the sky. They wanted to take a look at the longneck who was always looking at them. The sky stars said hello to Star Watcher and asked if he would like to visit them up in the sky.
Are you sure that's how it happened?
Huh?
I'm not so sure you're telling that story right.
All I see is the day in front of us.
All I see is the day in front of us.
Burning bright with a newborn sun. Come follow me. Hills to climb and valleys to roam. Oh, streams to follow all the way home. To the land before time. Before time.
I think you must be forgetting the stories in your old age.
Sorrow, is that you?
It's me, all right. I thought I'd never find you.
I can't believe it. After all this time, I'd given up hope.
I never gave up. Like green food in cold times, it may shrink away, but it will always grow back.
Grandpa, who is this?
Children, I want you to meet an old friend of mine. His name is Sorrow.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. But who's this? A sharp-tooth?
That's Chomper. He was hatched by Littlefoot.
And now he's living with us. Yeah. I want to learn how different dinosaurs can all get along.
Well, you couldn't have found a better teacher. It was good to hear you tell one of the long-neck stories again.
Grandpa's great at telling stories.
Oh, I know. Your grandpa was a great story speaker.
Story speaker? What's that?
A story speaker would travel the land, telling the great long-neck stories to all the long-neck herds.
And you were a story speaker, Grandpa?
Your grandpa was one of the finest story speakers ever. I tried to learn every story I could from him.
Oh, well, I just wanted everyone to remember our important past.
Me like stories. I do too, I do. Yeah, Grandpa, Sorrow, could you tell us one of the great long-neck stories? Please.
Well, I think we might be able to remember a story or two. Now, who knows how longnecks got their name?
Oh, it is because they have long necks. Yep. Everyone knows that.
But did you know that longnecks didn't always have long necks?
They didn't?
Many cold times ago, before you or I had hatched, longnecks had short necks.
Back then, the trees were very short, so they could eat tree stars from the top of the trees.
The trees would sing to the bright circle every day as it crossed the sky.
The bright circle liked their song so much that it reached down and pulled the trees until they were very tall.
That way they would be closer to the sky when they sang their bright circle songs.
But now, the tree stars were so high that the short-necked longnecks couldn't reach them.
That night, the night circle felt sorry for them and reached down to comfort them.
The light made them feel better. And so, they lifted their heads up to get closer to the night circle.
In doing so, their necks stretched enough to reach the tree stars.
The kindness of the night circle helped us become longnecks.
And that is how longnecks got their long necks.
That was a very good story. Yup, yup, yup. Looks like talking about tree stars made Spike hungry.
Must have been great to get to tell stories all the time.
It is an honor to tell the great long-neck stories.
And a very important job.
But some of the longnecks have begun to forget their stories. That's why you have to come back and be a story speaker again.
I don't think I can.
We'll travel the land, telling everyone the great long-neck stories, just like we used to.
It sounds like a nice idea.
So, you're going to be the story speaker again, Grandpa?
Of course he is!
Sorrow, I'm sorry. I know how important the stories are. And I loved being a story speaker, but that was long ago. Things are different now.
What do you mean, Grandpa?
My place is here in the Great Valley, with you and Grandma and all the others.
But you're the story speaker. The longnecks need you. I need you. I can't tell the stories on my own.
Sorrow, I am very sorry. But even though my days of wandering have passed...
That you've turned your back on the longnecks and all of our traditions.
Sorrow, wait!
I have nothing left to say to you.
Don't mind if I do. The world could use more pictures of me. Here goes nothing. Oh,
Grandpa? Are you okay?
I feel bad for Sorrow. He's hurt and angry, and I don't want him to feel that way. I had hoped he and I would be able to tell the great stories together. But those days are long gone. Remembering is a kind of a funny thing. It makes me think of time gone by. Friends are made by saying hi. Thoughts I'll always hold dear. Remembering makes reappear. But even when the thoughts are sad, I'll always have remembering. had hoped Sorrow would someday become a story speaker. He knows the stories as well as I ever did.
Why didn't you tell him?
Well, I never had the chance. And now Sorrow's too angry to listen to me. Well, it's sad, really. I've already begun to forget some of the long-neck stories.
I can't let the long-neck stories be lost. I've got to find Sorrow. Uh-oh. Sorrow's footprints lead out into the mysterious beyond. Who is it? Come on out. I'm not scared of you. Why would you be scared of me? Oh, Chomper. I was just... What are you doing? I'm following you. What are you doing? I'm following Sorrow's footprints. I have to bring him back. Grandpa wants him to be the new story speaker. Wow! Then you're gonna need my sniffer so you can find him fast. I got him! Then let's go. Into the fast water. Wow, it looks big. Maybe to us, but Sorrow's a full-grown long neck. He could just walk across. Maybe we can walk across too. See, it's not that deep. Whoa! I think it might just be a little too deep for me to walk across. It might not be too deep for me. See? Can I get a ride? Sure, hop on. Thanks. Now just keep going straight. Big long-necked like Sorrow probably just stepped right over this ledge. But it's too high for me. Almost! Almost! Not quite. But maybe a whole pile of rocks will help us climb over. Too bad Sarah's not here. She's really good at pushing things around. There. That should do it. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it worked, Littlefoot. We make a pretty good team, Chomper. Yeah, we do. Now let's go try to catch up with Sorrow. His smell is getting stronger. Come on, Littlefoot. I'm coming. See? There he is.
Littlefoot? Chomper? What are you doing following me?
We came to ask you to come back to the Great Valley. You need to talk to my grandpa.
I don't have